Ta-da! Did that work? Okay, it looks like it worked. Go me. Well, let's celebrate together the fact that we've gotten through a Wednesday and we are still alive to play Final Fantasy III. Born too early to discover and to explore space. Born too late to explore the world. Born just in time for this particular edition of Final Fantasy III, which is not the first edition of Final Fantasy III, but is the first version of Final Fantasy III that is the first version to hit our shores. Our shores being like English-speaking territories. This is in a 3D remaster. Look, I'm just spitballing here. I woke up so tired today, which is crazy. Because I went to bed at a reasonable hour. This is why I think sleep is bullshit. Also, hey, Loxy. Because, like, you go to bed at a reasonable time, you wake up real tired. You go to bed at a way too late time, you wake up less tired, and you get more time reading books. Yes, reading books. That's definitely what I'm doing at night. But I'll note, this time last week, I was terrified to show everyone my terrible hair, and right now, you can see how fucking cool it is. Look at my cool guy sweep. I also got a package in the mail. And I debated whether... Oh, hey Corey, good to see you tonight. I debated whether, like, to hold on to it and only show you when it's up and running, but... someone decided to take this shit seriously, and so I bought an expensive cardioid microphone and have a desk mount in the mail, as well as an XLR cable, because it will plug into the mixer I already had, and I am going to put it right above my desk, and it will sit probably just a little bit above there, so we can increase the sound quality. Not just because it'll sound better, that's important, but you'll also get less creaky sounds from my headphones, because I don't mind the sound quality myself when these boot properly, because of course everything's so fancy. These headphones, sometimes they boot poorly, and I can tell from their opening startup boo-doo-doo-doo sound that they're fucked. I need to turn them off and turn them back on again to get it to have the correct sounding vocal tone, otherwise it fades in and out. It's really annoying. I have no idea how bad it would be on the microphone side, so I can't be bothered. But putting a decent microphone up there will mean you'll get less of this occasional clicking sound, because the plastic won't be shifting in the device that's also recording the sound, and that's just better for everyone involved. My sound quality, I can never tell. Something else good today is that Noah Caldwell-Cavey released another YouTube video, and it was really good. You know, the dude who spends a lot of time talking about in-depth CRPG computer role-playing games, and spending a lot of time and detail making the emotional impact of the story and narrative weight of video games, does his hour-and-a-half long review on Forza Horizon 5. And he even says specifically, I bet many of the people looking at my YouTube channel is like, but damn it. Alright, well I will take a look at that. Stream title and description plays Final Fantasy III. It should be. It's got voice acting instead of reading aloud though. That's important. Maybe I'll take a look on Twitch, Corey. Thank you. Apparently mods can change that too. Who knows? Corey, thank you. Apparently mods can change... Anyway, no, it looks cool on my end. On Streamlabs and on Twitch, it does say I'm playing Final Fantasy III. They have very tiny little Roman numerals. And hey, when we finish Final Fantasy III, it won't even be a problem. It'll be more obvious when playing 4. Unless it starts saying 3, not 4. Which would be hilarious and accurate. Anyway, as I was saying, the title's correct, the announcement thing. Okay. Well, that's gathered from, at least it should be gathered from the details tab when I go live. I don't know. Let's just take a look. 3. The email and notification you get is correct. Huh. See, that's strange because I mess with it all the time. Oh well. Anyway, that's something to take a look at. I'll give it a poke sometime soon. See if I can figure out what's going on there. But in the meantime, we shouldn't do it live, really. Not unless I'm sharing my screen, you can see my terrible tabs. And then go from there. Alright, well, we're open. I'll finish the thought before I hit game stream and we'll continue playing FF3. Noah, he says, looking at my YouTube channel, you'll probably not notice that I like racing games, and here's why. And like any good artist that I really enjoy, he brought me into the conversation in a way that made me think, yeah, I understand why people can like racing games as well. I still don't think I do. But this in-depth review of this racing game is so enjoyable to listen to the emotional input, to the way he felt as playing through it. Yeah, I get it. I get it, and I'm really glad you did this, even though the first video I watched of yours was your incredibly long 3-hour video on Neverwinter Nights, right? That was what I was there for. I saw, hey, I know this game, click. I want to hear someone talk about it, click, and listen through. I find the content, the themes, and the emotional impact, and the reasons you go through it so engrossing, Noah, that I got into your review of something I'm not interested in at all. And I also really like that he mentions that cars themselves as a hobby are in a bad state, you know, and he absolutely recognizes that Forza Horizon 5 gives you almost explicitly tries to recognize that it's in a perfect world, it's in a playground, it's not how you can treat a vehicle in a car in the real world, not just because you can crash and die, but because it's petrol, global warming, that sort of thing. And escapism, for people who enjoy that subject, is absolutely worthwhile. Absolutely worthwhile. Shouldn't just be for people who enjoy, you know, swords. Or being rangers, because we just got a ranger in Final Fantasy 3. So much so, we've got a ranger and a thief, and a white mage and a knight. Our heroes. Not explicitly warriors of light this time around. But Hubert, Grumbo, Trunt, and Malone, our heroes, are ready to go. And I keep saying, over and over, making it explicit when we're, like, whenever I'm changing classes and jobs, I'm like, well, this is why we're doing it, so that we can go through. And because it's the first time it was available to us, why you could change character classes, and in a long process in Final Fantasy 2, right, you can't in 1, you're stuck with the choices you've made, and that should be a massive development and change in direction for the whole series. It definitely is. Why am I going back the way we came? I'm pretty sure I missed something. You tried Forza 5, Corey? Several hours not for you. Well, that is not... I don't want to say that's a shame, but whenever there's an opportunity for something to be great and isn't, that kind of sucks. It's not like I blame you for coming to that conclusion. You did the right thing. It's nice having a pot there that does the full heal, even if it's not particularly helpful. Hayne managed to gain immense strength, but it changed him. He was consumed for an unquenchable thirst for power. Master Hein was Argus's most trusted advisor until the earthquake. Looks like he's been under the behest of some dark force ever since. So, what are we doing here? Ah, there we go. Take down Master Hein, you say? As his loyal servant, I will make this place your grave. Oh, shit. I didn't unmini us. Oh, it's just a regular demon? Do you think we can take him while we're minied? Can't use abilities. Can use magic, though. Let's cast Error and see what happens. Can't steal, either. 1 damage! Uh-oh. What do you think? Can we Error him to death? Oh, cool, Corey. Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd get to Final Fantasy 7 Integrate remake for the PlayStation 5. Because you did pick up your PS5 recently, right? What was the point of that? Do you think maybe there's a hidden item somewhere here? I hope so. Yeah, we got into a fight for no reason. Oh well. Don't think there's any other secret passageways, so... Well, through we go. Yesterday. Lovely. This weird cocoon thing there, right? Almost unsettling. Well, I'm glad I can, like, partially entertain you while you're at work. I also recognize that at some point you may need to disappear and do real work. 100 gil! Do you think we can fall down this hole? I bet we can. I'm going to come back and examine that hole in a little bit. 5,000 gil? Is that also? No, we can't jump into that hole. Maybe that's not a hole we can jump into. You need to treat the holes with respect wherever you find them. Sometimes you can gain access to them, sometimes you can't, right? It's not the hole's fault. It's the hole's decision. What am I saying? It was a relatively long day today, that's for sure too. I don't think it was... It felt uncomfortably long just because I was tired. It just felt long. Like, we've taken on a new task at work. Well, at least I have. We shuffled jobs around so that everyone's trying something new. And that's good. You've got to get new skills. Can't jump in that hole. It's fantastic. And so... there's a lot of times where I'm looking at it and wondering if I know what I'm supposed to do or how to go about it. And then I can figure it out with either some documentation or just poking through. But because it has international implications, you can't just poke random buttons and hope it works the way you might in some other jobs, or especially in other video games. Like, games are an excellent way to have a low consequence scenario. Royal Sword, just sitting around. That's significantly better, yes please. Freezing Blade is slightly better, so let's do that. Man, I'm glad we have a brilliant, excellent knight with us to keep us safe. Alright, let's keep going. It seems like a pretty standard, like, dungeon crawl, right? So while I am enjoying the opportunity to learn new stuff, it is still kind of high stakes. Don't fuck it up, is what I think often. Don't mess up this particular issue, because the ramifications are massive. Take that, mummy of pharaohs. And so the brain is working a lot more. I'm not repeating the same sort of tasks, which is good. I was getting bored with some of the older tasks. I felt like I'd got it in hand, right? Oh. We auto-battled our way into gearing ourselves. Oops. Yeah, that's a good point, Corey. When you are in, like, your particular line of work, you do kind of wish that there's less work necessary. It's like when people work at a hospital, you know? Hoping for a real quiet night, just so, not just so I don't have to do much, but it means nothing's going wrong. We're walking back and forth here because apparently there's a moderately rare spawn, and there it is. Look at that art, right? Fantastic. Very cool. Do you think they're undead as well? What do you think? Gonna give it a try? Bonk. Okay, well, the next queue is going on all of our friends. No, that's not undead. Whoops. It's funny that Cure deals so much more damage when it's than it does healing. But yeah, that's like Solar Potion. Not sure if Thief is being particularly useful. That's like superstition, right? You know? It's certainly like correct. You don't want to risk that. Got him. Excellent. It's a good superstition too. While I find that sort of thing can be looked down upon, but when used as a group hazing ritual, it sucks. Like, don't tell a new staff member and then wait for them to say the wrong thing and then make fun of them. That's no fun, sure. But on the other hand, having some sort of group tradition is an excellent way to bring people together. Excellent way. Especially saying, we're all in this vaguely uncomfortable scenario together. Excellent. But creating pitfalls for people to accidentally step into, less good. A great way to tell someone to get fucked, just in case you needed one, says Corey. I believe you. I absolutely believe that is a thing that not only happens, but happens frequently enough that the message has gotten across. Yeah, let us ding to level 20, please. We need that in our lives. Phoenix down. Yeah, this is a once-only dungeon, right? Once we deal with Hein, Castle Hein is going to fall apart. And some of these monsters are one location only, so we need to make sure we get them all, otherwise we'll miss out. Oh man, I moved Malone to the front line so he could deal slightly more damage with his swording. It's just not working, so I'm going to remove the Thief. It's just, we're not getting anything good out of it, so why bother? Let's give him another more interesting job, right? Malone, it's been fun having you as a Thief. Let's try someone else. You weren't great as a scholar either, which was pretty boring. Is Trent wearing flashing glasses? No. Black Mage it is. There you are. Our good friend Trent is... You know, they do look like sunglasses, but it is the darkness status effect. I love how in these pixel remasters, they still don't describe what the status is called or how to fix it. They've just got the image of darkness. The image of the sunglass, also there. Like, if you had to wear sunglasses inside at night, it'd be even harder to see, except the love you give. That was terrible and I will not apologize. I bet you'll deal about the same amount of damage whacking people, even though you're a black mage now. Apparently they don't like Malone. Which is irresponsible and unfair. Malone is the best. Now we're poisoned. Does look like Sonny's. I don't think it'd be too much to assume that it looks like sunglasses on purpose. Boop, boop. I don't have an Asuna, and I can't. I could use eye drops to remove the darkness, but it don't see much of a point. It's because so what? So what if poor Trant has a lower hit chance on melee? Like, having Trant whack people with their stick. No, the opposite of a problem. Timmy, Pharaoh, Lemire, Dullahan, Lemire. Yep, got all of the rare monsters here. Okay, what do you think? Hey, buddy. Excuse me while I just use some potions. Do we have any ethers? Heroic shield. Yeah, except 2 swords. You know? I say 2 swords. Icon for many games in the series. Yeah, well, they look real cool. There's some sort of performance, some sort of statement you could make by putting the darkness status on your main character and refusing to remove it the whole game, just so you're that cool. It's Hein the Mage! This fountain of corruption, dark power is truly spectacular. You could never understand. With this power I can move forests, control armies. I can hold the world in the palm of my hand. All those who dare oppose me will be annihilated. Whoosh. Yeah, alright, buddy. Look at that guy's fucking clothes. That's incredible. You know who, despite having... You have no car... Well, we're in a boss fight, so we're gonna spend an elixir to get your MP back, because you have none, apparently. He takes very little damage from that. Oh yeah, I remember there's a trick to this boss fight, and I'm currently ignoring it. Well, Blizzaga. So, it took until now for me to realize that I've actually seen this design before. It's something I've referenced many, many times. The first raid in Final Fantasy XIV is kind of based on and or inspired by Final Fantasy III in a lot of occasions. He changes barrier, he may not be vulnerable to Blizzard anymore. There you go. Change weaknesses. It doesn't tell us. You need to pull out a scholar and then inspect him each time to see, right? But you know what's more fun? Just YOLOing it and hoping we get it right. Look, we got it right. Go us. We are incredible. And this guy's the second last boss in Circus Tower. Right? And I hope he doesn't pull the same shit as he does in that one. Because if you don't move behind a particular area, you all get blown to bits and die. And I don't know if... when are we going to pull up the barrier? Is that going to happen? It's kind of silly. But the best thing I can tell you is that... See that cool hat he's wearing? He drops it. If you want that cool hat, all you need to do is play Final Fantasy XIV. And get to the point where you've got the cool hat. Get to the point after the end of the first expansion. Oh no! Our Thundara is not going to do much damage now. Get to the point... Oh, he heals! That's even worse. We're really gambling then, aren't we? Don't need to cast Mini or Toad. So let's cast Arrow on him again. Let's try Fire Fura, right? Why not? And then fight him a couple of times, and since this raid pops near constantly, you'll be able to get in pretty quick, and then have him drop the cool hat and put him on your character. Fuck. Got it wrong again. try Bizaga. I hope we haven't messed it up. If we die, we'll just have to change jobs. Or we'll take him down perfectly, right? Hell yeah. Good job, everybody! Good job! Uh-oh. There's a voice coming from the wall. Warriors, I thank you. Wait a minute, did the wall just speak? I am the elder tree of the living woods. Hein cast a powerful curse on me. Thanks to you, that curse is now broken. I am in your debt. Before I head back to my woods, I will return the humans locked within my walls to where their roots belong. Oh, hey, King. Huzzah! Thank you! Well, please, go on, Corey. Let us be off. The journey may not be smooth, but journey's settled tomorrow. And he goes all the way back to the living woods. That's true. No, dead man. Not so high and mighty. We have arrived, saplings. You may alight. Let's get down. Let's get down, baby. How am I going to try getting the ultimate weapons in various games? Big question, you know? And side quests, I don't know. I mean, at least in the Pixel remasters, doesn't seem like that big an ask. Most of the achievements are gotten through play, and the other ones are like, just remember to pick up all the items and kill all the monsters. I needed to replay Final Fantasy II a little bit to get those ones, and that was good, like enjoyable. Kind of wish I did it the first time around, but you know. And 3 seems to be worth it. But when it comes to getting the ultimate weapons and doing every side quest, I don't know. That's a long time to be on stream without particularly interesting stuff happening. At long last, I'm back where I belong. Thank you. You saved our woods! How heroic! Sounds sarcastic. Darkness threatens to envelop our world. You have been chosen by the light to ensure balance is not upset. Take this with you. Use it to find your way where darkness blocks your path. I don't know what that means. You obtained the Fangling. Hein's atrocities wrought havoc within my roots and trunk. I fear I must refuse visitors to these woods for at least a millennium while I heal. Holy shit, dude. Not even the Ents took that long. Warriors, you have my thanks. Now go and dispel the darkness of the world. You are our last hope. Yay! Alright, cool. I was not in control of that. I just took a step to the left and was like, no, eat shit. Warriors of Light Kenobi. I like how there's a dot listed on the map as a place you can go. But there's nothing here. So it sucks that since I wasn't paying attention, we lost an elixir. But hey, we got through a boss fight. That's pretty good. I didn't realize that switching jobs would leave you with 0 MP. That kind of reduces. While it means the game doesn't expect you to switch jobs unless you have a place to rest and or heal, that's good. It is still vaguely concerning. They have been... Ow, ow! You saved the town. Thank you. You saved us. We're forever in your debt. I don't know about that. You saved us. We're forever in your debt. No, you're fine. Just, like, have an inn so I can rest and we're good. Are you still gonna run away? No, you're gonna say the same thing. Okay. 100 lightning strikes. Thank you. Citizens have returned safely from Castle Hine. Ow, ow, ow! Husband is back, safe and sound. Like, yeah, no worries. Hey, Takul, do you have a bed I can steal? Like, literally anywhere. Got all chests and items. To make me... No! No symbol for in here. Okay, well, we're fucking off. Maybe 8 or so is like for FF3, which isn't too long. The weirdest thing is, like, I did a quick Google on howlongtobeat.com, which, again, good website, very useful. I love the idea of howlongtobeat.com. I love that there's a website where people just say, not competitively how long it took me to finish a game, but like, how long is the commitment to this thing I'm about to make? How long is the commitment to this thing going to take me? That's good. FF3 is apparently shorter than FF2. Or at least it plays shorter. Like, that's good. We want that. I also want there to be an opportunity for games to be enjoyably shorter too. That brilliant memeing phrase, I want worse-looking games made by better paid developers that cost more, and I'm not joking, is... I don't completely agree, but that's pretty good. And it's certainly a good thing to say. Yeah, FF10 could run past 90 hours. And like, that's good though. FF10 is... I feel like there's actually more for me to talk about than that. I can keep the game entertaining for longer. And I am also not against saying, okay, hey everyone, I will do X thing off camera. Right? Because then I don't have to be at the 7 o'clock time slot. I can do it at 3 in the morning if I can't sleep, or like alt-tabbed playing another game, which is gonna happen a lot because I'm terrible. Like, that's legit. But doing everything 90 hours on stream may suck. That's 30-ish episodes on average. And people may not be up for that. Side quests. Man, side quests rock. They have the opportunity to add so much to your world. Because you can strictly... With side quests, you can include things that don't matter, and you can even say on the surface, this thing doesn't matter when you're doing it anyway. If you manage, and if you put more effort in than like the side quests that are generated algorithmically, fucking Ubisoft, I swear to God, you can have the opportunity to say, add more characterization to your hero, like, how do they feel about being asked to do random things? Why are they doing it? Do you want to add dialogue choices that recognize, that have some sort of self-irony and they recognize that they're doing a silly thing? Or do you want them to say, yeah, this is what being a hero is about, like, idealistically and optimistically, and maybe even naively saying, yeah, this is what heroism is about. We're doing this random thing to help people because we can. I don't know if I've come across a game that's had that explicit as that as an explicit option before in a while. It's all been implicit, like you do this side quest because you're given it, or not there, you know. We now need to go back to Argus Castle. Talk to the king to get a wheel of time. Alright, well. But side quests themselves, I've got this thing, and I'm actually well known for it, where I am a bit completionist, and I'd like to do as much of it as possible. And I don't think it like, you hear about this a lot from people that are like, I need to extract as much value from the game I bought as I can. It's an investment. I paid money, I need to get a return on that money. And I'm also paying time for an experience, so how is it going to turn out? I don't play side quests for that reason. Also, I don't have a coffee today because I had one at work at like 4 o'clock. And I promptly fell asleep on the couch when I got home. I had become my father. No, I wasn't stoned. But I play side quests because I see it as generally thoughtfully created, and it's intended play. It exists in the game, it's worth exploring. What what does the developer want to show me in this side quest experience? What am I going to learn from it? Why am I bothering is a decent question. And not just because sometimes when I'm looking at it and going, why am I bothering? This thing is boring. But even when you're enjoying something, looking at the side quest and going, why am I doing this? Is great self-criticism and a great examination of what in the writing of this quest is encouraging you to go about this business. And sometimes side quests are like, go to the top of this castle, go to the top of the castle, and then pull down the flag that's on top, and there are 30 more of these, okay? Have fun. And they will reveal the map, but they'll also reduce the amount of control the evil person has over this part of the area. And like, alright. And that's valuable if the plot of the game is to also reduce the amount of control the evil person has over the area. Like, that's part of it. And that just maybe feels like going through the motions is part of your... like, that's your plot. That's just what the game is about. And the story missions are perhaps reinforcing that theme. You can tell I'm tired and a bit dumber tonight, huh? Warriors of Light, thank you for saving the kingdom. But I also note that side quests are often seen as far less important because they're optional content. Some content is played by all people, the main quest. In battle, a knight will protect whoever is closest to death. The fourth sconce on the right opens a hidden passage. I already knew that. It was bright gold. Thieves are masters of picking locks. They can unlock doors without needing the key. Greetings, brave warriors. You've restored peace to my kingdom. You know not the depth of my appreciation. Please accept this in return. It is the Wheel of Time, a device said to have been constructed by the ancients. It has been in my family for generations. Take it to a man named Sid in Canaan. Oh, you're already acquainted? Oh, well, I'll spare my explanation. Go to him now, warriors. The Wheel of Time? Amazing! I hope its current 4 episodes are highly regarded. Our continent is actually suspended in the air. Some people call it the floating continent. Well, they should. It's suspended in the air. Some say the Wheel of Time is a perpetual motion machine. Sweet! I'm giving that to Sid in Canaan. You're all going to say the same thing. Yes, you are. Lovely. Saving the kingdom for free again. Well, yeah, because thematically, is that not what just heroes do? Maybe, maybe not. Who can say? And even then, you're allowed, like, if you include your hero asking for payment or money for side quests, is a decent choice. When it's written down to be a binary choice of do you do it, yes, no. If no, nothing happens. If yes, something happens. Sure, I mean, that's at least something. You go all the way back to Canaan to say hi to Sid. Well, hell yeah, my dude. I'd love to. And since we have a boat, it's not even that far. You may not even need a economy though. You could just instead have yeah. The peaceful music of Canaan. I've already got the medicinal herbs, my dude. Wonder what would happen if we didn't heal Sid's wife before we left. Maybe she would have died. I'd be so sad. I'd feel terrible. Yeah, sorry about your dead wife. Here, have a Wheel of Time. Can I use it to go back in time and save her? Oh no. She's still in bed. You feeling better? You went out of your way to help my husband and me. I can't help you enough. Thank you enough. No, you're fine. If only we had the Wheel of Time. Oh, well, here's the thing, dude. Canoe. Nothing happens. Fag of wind. Well, I guess you really only need the Wheel of Time, huh? The Wheel of Time! The Wheel of Time! With this, I can make you a new airship! Just a sec, I'll make the Enterprise into the finest airship of all. Back in a jiffy. Alright. Finished! When you're in the open ocean, press the confirm button to convert the ship into an airship. You can only make a landing on water, so be careful. Sorry, I couldn't remember how to get it to land on solid ground. God, I love how easy this is, right? Just turn the airship into a convertible. Turn the ship into a convertible airship. I want to go back to that pirate and yell "suck it" or something. Okay. I bet we can get the other two items in There's something in Kazas we're missing as well. But that's it. What? Something in Castle Argus is still missing. And the Dwarven Hollows. Oh man. And the Altair Cave. Anyway. Let's go. I like side. Sick. You can still only land on water, right? Oh my. Oh my god. Wow. What is this? It's a whole new world map. A whole new massive world map. So far away from everything else. So yeah, it's floating, and I weirdly enough didn't imagine it like floating just above water and nothing else. Well, I guess we could go here, wherever here is. We could go... That's pretty cool. Do you think this is going to be like incredibly dangerous enemy territory and we'll get wrecked? A random encounter will kill us? Let's give it a try, right? Nothing. Okay. Anything in the open water? The island closest to hell. Ah, man. Final Fantasy VIII, right? For that one? Well, I feel like we've got to go into that. Yeah, we've got to go over to that other thing, right? Like a temple area? Shipwreck? Hi. Anyone here? Are we hoping for a random encounter here? Will just tell us like essentially whether it kills us, whether we're supposed to be here or not. Also, don't know if we've died in Final Fantasy III yet. I don't remember. Island closest to heaven. That had draw points that were good, right? Question mark. Jeez, look at this. Hell yeah. Hey, buddy! Most of the world is underwater after that huge earthquake. I was on a boat at the time, luckily enough. I saved that young lady as she was clinging to a piece of driftwood. We're the only survivors as far as I'm aware. Bloodsword, Zeus's wrath. Well, Bloodsword, we know how good the Bloodsword is. Hell yeah. Absorbs enemies' HP and is seemingly deals more damage than the Royal Sword? Great, love it. Hey, young girl. Potion? I did not expect that to work. Where am I? Who are you? Oh, what is this power I feel within you? Is it light? You must be the warriors who were gifted with the power to the crystal. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness I came here first. I am Arya, priestess of the Temple of Water. What happened? The Earth's power caused that great tremor and buried the water crystal deep underground. Without the water crystal to protect them, people would turn to stone and sent plummeting into the ocean's depths. Please take me to the Temple of Water. A shard of the water crystal remains there. If I can return it to the crystal, that might break the curse. But you're injured. I'll be fine. What matters is the fate of the world. Please, I need to get to the Temple of Water. Okay. Thank you. Alright, cool. Nice, nice. Please take me to the Temple of Water. I must return the crystal shard. Nothing else? Okay. Well, I mean, we go to the Temple of Water. We could get ourselves some new jobs. That'd be fun. Gotta get your jobs from crystals, right? Quick get Sid to make a convertible airship into a convertible submarine. Like, he probably could, that's the thing. Do you think there are any random encounters on this flooded world? Maybe there aren't. Because it's not supposed to be that long. Okay, cool. Didn't accidentally soft lock us, that would be really embarrassing. No. Well, I wonder where the Temple of Water could be on this map, somewhere. I'm baffled by the choices of places to go. Whatever will we do? That's still so stupid and cool at the same time. Whoop! Sorry, I walked right past it. Actually, that looks like a dungeon. Let's not go there. It's a silly place. Temple of Water! Congrats, everyone, we made it! Hey, Arya, you'll be totally fine, right? Love a full heal! This is good music, too. Thank goodness the light has not left the shard completely. Arya carefully took the crystal shard. Come, we must take the shard to the cavern north of here. Alright. I guess I'm kinda glad I didn't go all the way through, that would suck. Up we go! Dungeon time, Cave of Tides. So, what do you expect? Random encounters here, finally? Look how smart I am. Okay, well that's a roper. 2 ropers and a twin heads. Which is funny because we had a twin heads earlier and it didn't look anything like this. Cavern of Water, let's cast fire. Just see what happens. Decent-ish damage. Bonk. It did a bit of healing. Do we think the Bloodsword's going to do percent damage to enemies? Percent damage to bosses as well? Are we going to be so lucky? That would be... This door is sealed to prevent outsiders from entering the inner sanctum. It can only be opened by a priestess of the Water Temple. Well, we would have gotten real far. Arya kneels and murmurs a prayer. Although she was in the party. Maybe she would have just said, well, I'm not going in until you get the crystal shard. The seal on the door dissipated. Shall we proceed? Is anyone suspicious of Arya? I am. I don't know. It's probably fine, don't even worry. Don't even trip, dog. What if... Nope. Okay. This place is beautiful and has good music, but with seemingly only 2 types of random encounter. This is a trap. This feels like a trap. It feels like I'm walking directly into something terrible. We're gonna flood this whole continent again. It's also funny, like, yeah, we are a floating continent. Also, everything beneath us should also technically count as a floating continent too, because there are 3 land masses on a lot of water. And I'd say land mass, but there is not much of it. Hey, a poison toad! God, it's so nice to see something different. I need to heal our people, otherwise we're going to continue walking and die. Poor Malone, he would suffer for our sins. Why suffer when you can have Trunt restore you to your previous glory? Beep. Alright. Yep, oh, we're good. That's not a cockatrice. There are no feathers. The most cockatrice thing it could do right now is probably... Bet it could still turn us to stone, couldn't it? And it would do it to Trunt so that, yeah, we'd have to use a golden pinion. And they would suffer an untimely and hilarious death, as all our people would get stoned. Which doesn't cause death. Barrage deals damage to everyone on screen, but it seems to do highly variable damage too. I wonder if it's affected by job level. There's no chests, no items. Right, well, I know which way we're going then, huh? Do you think that's a holdover from the earlier part, the earlier design of the dungeon, to have incorrect paths, bad ways to take? Back when you didn't have a map that was able to be pulled up on the screen at any point? There were heaps of directions like that in Final Fantasy II. They also had like the trap rooms. Go in this wrong direction, go through this wrong door, and there's no way for you to know, and then discover there's nothing. Wow. Anyone having Are Real Monsters flashbacks? Because I sure am. Look at those little guys. I can hear a Marvel bark in the background. That's another thing I'll be doing with the new microphone. I'll set the gain down real low, and then it won't pick up random things. It'll just pick up my voice well. Gain down real low, volume up. Hell yeah. Crumb was good, yeah. I think this is the weirdest thing to say, but I feel like some of the problem solving in Are Real Monsters took advantage of the fact that they had non-humanoid shapes, and that's something that's not used as much as it could be. Like, kind of reminds me of Adventure Time in that way, that Jake the dog is a highly flexible creature. So Jake provided a lot of problem solving in unique and interesting ways. I'm not just thinking of the time Jake eats Finn via the butt while transformed into a car. However funny that is. Crystal of water, may you regain your light. Arya returns the faintly gleaming shard to the crystal. Okay. Watch out! Oh no! Arya! You bet... Arya, no! You're not for luck, it seems. That cursed arrow was meant for you. I am the Kraken, tasked by Master Zande himself to ensure that this crystal never regains its former light. You will not leave here alive! The monster attacked. Oh, hello, Emma. This Kraken looks infinitely worse than the last Kraken we fought in Final Fantasy 1. I'm sorry, you've lost the Kraken contest. You have not cracked. You have cracked into the competition. Similar things also caused a bunch of their problems. I mean, that's good, right? It's engaging storytelling. Alright. No more arrow, we need some healing. It's guard to see if they don't get killed in a single hit, the guard could keep us up for a bit longer. Grumby's a little wounded, but it's still rather just cure a Trunt and see what happens. Hopefully the guard will do something. Literally anything. Nope. Just great. Brilliant. You're not doing much damage. Let's pull up a Phoenix down. Get Trunt up. You're dealing damage. Good damage. Oh, look at that! The item usage sprite is good old Grumbo taking his hat off. Okay, cool. Well, Trump's alive when that happens, so Trump's gonna get experience, so that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, bye, boss. It was a little tougher than I expected, too. Good. Aria! Aria, light has returned to the crystal. My purpose is fulfilled. Thank you for everything. Aria, stay with us. This title is yours. It is imbued with the power of water. What title? Hells yeah. I think we just got ourselves some new jobs. Received a title from Aria that holds the power of water. Geomancer, Dragoon, Viking, Black Belt, Dark Knight, Evoker, and Bard jobs now available. Aria, hang in there. It is my time. You must continue your journey without me. The world needs the light to dispel the darkness. Do this for me. Bring back peace. Aria, farewell. No, Aria. I did just call her evil as terrible. Another earthquake? It's too dangerous to stay here. We can't just leave Aria. Watch out! Ah! Because they're not named, right? The dialogue's just happening by random members of Warriors of Light. I can't give decent personalities, even though Aria did yell out for Hubert specifically. It's still making me think, I wish... Like, it means I'm reading them as terribly stage directed. Just because that's funny. Oh, you're finally awake. 3 days is a long time to sleep. You don't say. Where are we? This is Amur, the town of water. My grandpa found you all collapsed in the ruins of the temple. I've been out for 3 days. Sorry for imposing your hospitality, miss. Thanks for everything. Don't thank me, thank Grandpa. Rude, yeah. Wow. I would not love to sleep for 3 days. We're fully healed, that's a plus. So let's check out our new jobs. Dragoon, hell yeah. Viking, even better. Hey Hubert, Knight was great. Be a Viking instead. Fuck yeah. Why did it equip 2 shields as the most optimal? Because Vikings can only use dual shield? Okay, that sounds hilarious. Sure, why not? Black belt, alright. Well, range has been fun, but it's not amazing. Geomancer, what does that do? An Evoker, alright. Man, Dark Knight looks great. Well, let's equip some new weird jobs, huh? You could be a dragoon. Also, dual shields. I'm beginning to think I just don't have the right weapons. You need to stay at White Mage Tront, sorry. Malone? I think you get to be a Geomancer. Right? Let's see how that goes. Nothing? Yeah, because we don't have any bells. Geomancers use bells. What can I do for you? Well... You can buy Phoenix Stones here. Neat. I remember saying that you couldn't. Good to see you up and about. All's well that ends well, eh? No worries, Gramps. Grandpa looks like Yugi's grandpa. It's the man who rescued Arya. Where's Miss Arya? Did something... Oh, to shreds, you say. This is regrettable news indeed, but Arya wanted you to bring back light back to the world. What are you waiting for? Get to it. What does that mean? Like, I'll bring back light to the world, sure, but like, what does that mean, man? That sounds like a lot of work. So it's a crystal you're after. I heard Goldor has one. This manor is south of here, beyond the Bottomless Bog. Well, off to Goldor's then. It's doing a job. No one's dead. Thankfully, no one's dead. Once monsters started coming out of the sewers, the town elders had them sealed up. Pretty sure Gil is the key. This is his brigade of 4 old-timers, right? Nope. We have a legend here in the village. It says 4 warriors will appear to bring balance to forces of light and darkness. What is this? Off we go! Okay. What was that? Who are those guys? I don't mind them. They're harmless. Those fellows just think they're the 4 warriors of legend. Okay. Good on them. Someone's got to do it. To be good at your job, you need to be equipped appropriately. Let's buy 2 of those. Yeah, why not? Viking mail. Second, kill those guys. Wow. Vicious. Dead man's out for blood tonight. What can I do for you? Kaiser Knuckles. Morningstar. Add a battle axe. Accuracy is for suckers. Thundersphere. Hell yeah. Dragoon now. Madhura Harp. Okay, so the Geomancer still doesn't have any... Okay, now that's better. Yeah, cool. Still no items for you, alright. Well, fine with me. Wonder if I should get 2 spears. Hell yeah. Shields are for suckers. Dragoon with 2 spears time. Always have a blood. Or option 5, just leave. Hit the bricks. You can always leave. If shit sucks, you're out. Apparently very good advice. I believe it. I believe there were 7 items somewhere in here. Oh man. If you're looking for info, suggest the tavern. All the blabbermouths in town hang out there. Cool, but I ain't no knock, so I'm not going that way. Okay, so I bet the door is locked. We get a key, we walk down here, we pick up items. Finally step on some dude's turnips. After we kept getting stopped from stepping on turnips, now we're gonna do it. Finally get ourselves some satisfaction. Hey buddy. What happens to be a problem, youngsters? Be nice to good old Gil. We need to get into the sewers to retrieve some leathergrass shoes. We what? Why do we know that? The sewers? Oh, you can't go in there. Too many monsters. That's why they're sealed, don't you see? Look, we're on a mission. We need to find the final crystal. This is important. Did you say crystal? Oh, you four. So you four are the real warriors of legend. Did you hear that? These kids think they're the chosen ones. Ha! Don't they know that's us? They seem so convinced it's them. They seem dead set on getting into those sewers. Guess we gotta beat them to it. Yeah, beat them to it. Understood. I'll lead the way to the sewers. Don't fall behind, youngsters. Oh, I was gonna loot your house. Sounds like a man who needs a Corona beer. Kinda nuts, man. Now where's that keyhole? Oh! Clunk. There you go. Follow the waterway down and find the sewer entrance. Don't get in over your heads, you hear? I'm going to go loot your house. Didn't even go home. It's funny, they said you should probably check the tavern. We did not go to the tavern. Ow, ow! Didn't even try to go to the tavern. I thought we were going. Where's the tavern, huh? No idea. Well, sewer diving it is. I remember the old person, the grandmother who needed someone to pick up Coronas. Because Guile Greens. More of them. I saw them laugh so hard they threw up just by being an old lady who really wanted to send their son out for Corona. That is role-playing excellence. You can climb up a waterfall, it's fine. It just hurts a little bit. Black cowl, thief gloves, black garb. That's neato burrito. Hey, Malone, can you wear any of that? No? What about if instead of Geomancer, you're an evoker? At least you can use rods now. But I want to figure out what a Geomancer does, so you get to be a Geomancer for a bit. I know you're supposed to use bells and we don't have any, and I'm sorry. Yeah, his thief gloves, his black garb. He was so cool. I had his outfit all ready, and I just took it. We got all the items in a milk. Great, we can calm down a bit. Stop hammering A on literally everything. This is familiar music somehow. Sewers. 1 item, 5 chests. Well, let's go. No random encounters so far. Oh my god. Okay. Draw attacks. Jump! You've got jump! We made it, everybody! Now that's what I'm talking about. Terrain. What does that do? Draw attacks. What are you gonna do, Hubert? Get hit for 1 damage? Amazing. Wait, why am I curing? Oh, because we needed it. Get hit for 1. Fantastic. Rapids. Well, that looks effective. $700 damage? His job level 1. Man, water jobs are a lot more interesting than the fire jobs. Sure, Ranger, good. Wow. Draw attacks again. Jump again. Do all your stuff again. And now I'm going to see, instead of draw attacks twice, maybe we can let hit everyone. That's great. Maybe we can attack and we'll still... No, we need to cast draw attacks every turn? Okay, well. Bottomless Bog is just dead. Neat. Poor Malone, look at him. Neat. Okay, well, Hubert just gonna draw attack. This is great. This is great. This is great. Well, these guys are having a good time, aren't they? The game did not let me just walk past. I was straight up just gonna ignore them. It's more fun to be a little shit in Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 so far than it is to be in Pillars. In Pillars 1, because it feels slightly more realistic, or there's more rationale to what's going on, you're expected to make choices. It would feel actually mean if we're being a little shit. But here, it's just funny. Because we're gonna get roped into helping these people anyway. And good, I want to help the people. But I want to have a good time while I'm pretending not to. These people, these NPCs, feel less like characters, so it's okay to be meaner to them. Help! Hey, it's those old timers familiar. Can't just leave them to fight on their own. It's just goblins! Goblins! Jump on that one. Goblins! I missed some of them. Oh well. We'll pull on all. This is going to be great. Alright, and whomp! Oh! Only 32 experience. Okay, well they are goblins. We would have been goners without your help. We owe you one. I guess this proves we're not legendary heroes after all. Such a shame. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Ha 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 ha. So you thought we were legendary heroes all along? Could have sworn it was us. Oh no, he's crying over spilled milk. We better let these whippersnappers handle this. Besides, I need a nap. Thanks for the help. It seems like you weren't quite up to snuff. I guess it's back to the grindstone for us. No. Become ungovernable, my friends. You don't have to work if you don't want to. Find another way to live your life. There is an item in the sewers. Wait, it's probably the shoes. Yeah. Yeah, there's stropers. Aside from the error, I think we're good. Okay, cool. I could still kill them. They're here in the sewers. No one would know. No one would know. Having Ubit as a Viking and just taking 1 point of damage whenever he successfully draws attacks is just crazy. Whoops. Trant! Don't hit Malone! Wow! That was a bit absurd. We don't have any way of rezzing Malone. Except the one, like one of 3 Phoenix Downs we have. Jeez. A little worrying. Let's give this another try. Magic, cure. Yeah, we don't have res yet. Wonder if I'm missing something. Oh. You're a Jimbles. You should be on the back row. And there's a Dragoon who should probably be in the front row. No, actually, you don't have to be. I know that. Wait a minute. You're drawing attacks and not attacking. Everyone on the back row! Neat. My. What have we here? Are you looking for old Delilah? Yes, we were hoping to borrow her leather-grass shoes. Do you know where she might be? Why, Delilah's me! So you young'uns think you're the legendary warriors. I see. You sure don't look the part if you ask me. But if you insist, here are the shoes you desire. Catch! Oh my god. Hey Corey, do you remember saying a little while ago, it's like they're taking hard, they lost their whole identity? Do you think they're here to betray us? Watch out! Or not. Those shoes were a trap. How could you tell? Just a hunch. Nah, I'm just joshing. I've seen the real shoes before. Delilah, stop. These youngsters are telling the truth. I'll vouch for them. Oh my word. I took you for liars. My mistake. Would you give them your leather-grass shoes? If you gents trust them, then I'll take your word on it. Here, these are the real shoes. What just happened? Obtained leathergrass shoes. Now we can get across that bottomless bog and find the last crystal. Put on leathergrass shoes. You four may not be the chosen warriors, but you... You four may not be the chosen warriors, but you are true heroes at heart. Thank you. It was nothing. We best be off. Hang on tight. I'll teleport us out of here in no time. Whoopee! What? They can teleport, they can't deal with goblins. You really thought I used teleport to get out of it? No, that was just an auto shoot. Never lose that determination you showed in the sewers. Keep up that determination. You youngsters can do anything you set your mind to. Don't get cocky. We're heroes too. Sure, your heroes may have more strength and smarts and skills and magic than us, but I bet we're more popular with the ladies. No, I doubt it. Yeah, I guess they're chill dudes. What on earth? What a weird little aside. Hey there, Delilah. Thanks for throwing your shoes at me. I'm glad you didn't try and kill me. Where are the other 4 chests? Anyway, let's go. Still don't know where to go to buy some magic. Let's get out of here. What a strange and odd series of events. They've chained this ship? That's so odd. Well, I guess the game doesn't want me to go much further than that. Wow. Just cast terrain, see what happens. There's that Blizzara again. Wind Slash. Not bad. Yeah, alright. We took a beating. Good lord. I cast magic too, so it wasn't just because he was back attack dealing a lot of damage to us. Canoe. So what do you think the bottomless bog that we are avoiding? Black flat. Oh boy. Well, we're also going to have a break in 12 minutes, which is pretty good. We take a 10-minute break. They were on the wrong side. It was a back attack, which puts enemies on the other side and also reverses your formation. So the people who are in the back row, generally taking very little damage from melee attacks, will take a lot of damage from melee attacks. Okay, so they are paralyzed, silenced, and frogged, but that darkness on the frog looks like the coolest goddamn frog in existence. That's incredible. Look at that! The silenced, you can't cast it. Wow, we are getting wrecked by the random encounters out here. This is real dangerous. Now you can remove Minnie, and now you can remove Toad. So now you're just a silence Darker. That should be okay. Wow. Well, at least we know we're supposed to be here, so because we don't need to get on the boat. You could travel all the way up north. Jeez. Dracrocruto. Dracroc Otter. Dracotter. Nope, no idea. Pretty cool, though. Maybe they'll deal melee damage and attack for 1 on you. Yeah, that's the spirit. That's what we want. Just keep doing that, okay? Come on, get him. Yeah, that's the stuff. It's weird how draw attacks just doesn't appear to be doing much. It's fun when it works, but it's not working so well. I want our melee house back in Ubit, so I'm sorry, but it's time to change jobs. Ah, thank you, Corey. Yes, that's very helpful. Yeah, I want our melee powerhouse back in Ubit. Grumbo's doing great as a Dragoon though. Geomance is interesting, but I do want to check out Evoker. What does Evoker look like? We got the rods and the robes. Well, look at that. There's a dude. Oops. I'm supposed to go to Tower Highway. Wow. God, those casts. Summon. Nothing. Okay. All Dragoons, all jump? That sounds pretty tempting, actually. Maybe I should. It's not like Evoker is seeming particularly interesting. Can do literally nothing. Cheese dragons. The cheesiest of dragons. Well, the thing is, I don't think we have that many spears, so the... This is going to be very silly. How dare you? Just want to make it safe so that we inevitably die, we don't have to go too far back. It's an actual party build in Bravely Default. Well, I've read ahead and I know you actually have to do all Dragoons for a fight that comes up not right away but soon. Oh, 1 damage! Amazing! Because you're not equipped for it. Okay, okay. I love watching him go up, just one after the other. Oh, cool, great, cool and good. I don't have friggin' tent. It's just absurd that that's how that happens. We have to use an elixir. Well, at least we can teleport out of a dungeon to get our casts back. Sorry, Marvel. Alright, well, I know what we're gonna do. We don't have a tent? Why are there no tents in Final Fantasy 3? All Dragoon, all jump. Well, like, they should be all jumps, right? Because... it's not like we can friggin' cast anything. But we're going back to town so we can rest. All Dragoon, all jump. Had to jump on him. Yeah, well, we came around the corner and we jumped him. Okay, it was not effective. As hilarious as it was just not effective. If you would like to make it effective, and I do... Oh, look at that! A tavern, we found you! I'm gonna buy more spears. Just feels like I woke up from a vivid dream. Seems like no one remembers the earthquake or that they turned to stone. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you who put that funny looking chain in the ship. It was Goldor, that's who. Motherfucker, Goldor, I'll take you down. Legend states 4 warriors from World of Darkness came, and each fractured the light of the crystal. Goldor thought that you might be those warriors. He wasn't going to take any chances with this crystal, so he grounded your ship here. Goldor is obsessed with wealth. His entire manor is made of gold, but he's so paranoid of thieves he keeps almost every door locked shut. Goldor's manor? Sure, I know it. It's in those mountains south of this town. Be careful of the bog, though. It's a bottomless marshland. If you fall in, you'll never get out. A pair of leathergrass shoes will get you over the bottomless bog easily. Didn't that eccentric called Delilah have a few pairs? If you want to check, she lives down in the sewers. Goldor is not to be trifled with. He's so strong, not even magic works on him. Alright, so that's how I knew. Yes, Corey, exactly. I went here and spoke to everyone first, in a way that I definitely didn't just do now. Whoops. Now that's a toe tapper. Come on, everyone, let's boogie! Oh, wow, no, they actually are dancing. I thought it just stopped playing the music as soon as I... This is the goofiest town. It is grease lighting in something. Bravo! Wow. This is the goofiest town we've been to all game. This is the goofiest town we've been to all stream. This is the goofiest town we've been to in any of the games we've played on stream. This is nuts. And in that vein, we're going to do something even dumber. Oh boy. We don't need shields. But we're gonna buy 6 spears. We can't afford 6 spears. Alright. Can we sell anything? Probably don't need 2 of those. Don't need that if we've got a killer bow. Probably sell that. Shuriken's worth a lot because apparently you need it at the end, so I'm keeping it. Why am I doing this? So, everyone needs one. Grumbo, you need to get... At least that can be a heroic shield. Can't afford the gauntlets. Okay, that should do, right? Alright, well, it is break time. Let's return in a little bit. Right? And then we'll see how the all Dragoon, all jump cowards goes, okay? We'll be back in 10 minutes at 8:40, okay? See you then. Be good. Stretch. We're back! Welcome back, everybody. I did not make a cocktail. I know, such a shame. But why? Because I brought you an advent calendar. It's for me, though. What's behind the advent calendar? A beer! Because it's part of the 25-day advent calendar of various different beers. Uradella, or Uradella, Lone Mountain India Pale Ale, 6.4. Just a little bit high for a regular beer, but pretty nice. It's in Adelaide Hills. I don't hate an IPA. Some people find them a bit too hoppy, but I certainly like them. It's 1.7 standard drinks for this small 375ml can. Should do some mocktails? I certainly should. Absolutely. I make mocktails, especially for people who don't want to drink, because you don't have to drink. Not mandatory, not an issue. I also did a quick search on the phone, and there are secrets. There are secret chests hidden behind secret walls in the sewers. So we're going to go take a look at that first. Because we're real low on money. We need the monies. Either we'll get some cool spears, or we'll get enough money to use it more. Twin Liger, amazing. Not just a regular Liger, but this is a twin one. Bonk. For money, just do some auto battle grinding? Yeah, excellent idea, and I will. Just not on camera, you know? It's not fun to watch. Well, what are we doing this session? Oh, we're watching Jimbles ramble on while he attacks random things. I'll do it off cam. Not that hard. In fact, yeah, I might say that. Just level up some... Hey, Garfield Guard! Good to see you tonight! Wondered if you'd be joining us, actually. Yeah, but I appreciate that, Corey, because there's a lot of rambling to be had, and I guess that's the difference between, you know, a more structured gameplay, a more random one. So, Garfield, tonight we're playing Final Fantasy III, and I've been lectured or convinced, doth protest too much, to play all 4 Dragoons. Yeah, alright. Fantastic. And so, I have been watching the Final Fantasy VIII review you linked. And you are correct. It's certainly enjoyable. I do like these people going on for a long period of time about FF8, especially as it's something I played but such a long time ago that I don't remember much of the content, so it's really enjoyable. Thank you, again, for linking it. Where? I've heard there are hidden doors. And nothing. Okay, well. Maybe here. Sure, man. Happy to. Alright, let's go again. Okay. I just like watching him jump up in the air. It's so silly. Like, we're not avoiding damage by jumping that much. That's another one of the ones I haven't played. Actually, don't have to know much about it to be a fan is an excellent way of putting it, because that's how I feel about a lot of games, right? There are games that have a large cultural impact. There we go. Look at that. Yes, some secret chests. This is why we're here. A main Gorsh. A Thorian hammer. Fantastic. We don't have to gatekeeping it. Exactly, yeah. There's also something to be said for games that have enough cultural impact, or a calcum just there, cool, that you pick up some things and themes and story beats just out of cultural osmosis. One, that's really interesting. And two, like, it's a decent recognition that sometimes you don't need to experience something personally to understand it and form an opinion on it. It'd be bad to pretend you're an authority. Power braces. Okay, so now we got what we came for. We picked up the chests in here. And we're still all dragoons. This is the silliest thing. You need power braces because you only got one spear. No. Okay. What else do we get? What is the orichalcum, huh? Oh, a knife that absorbs the enemy's HP. Wow, maybe we should get a thief. Back when you'll let me have it. Ooh, Thundara would use in battle. Okay, cool. Alright, we've, I think, peaked at the humor of this. Swapping back. You could... No, Morning Stars. You get the Thorian Hammer and cast Thundara in battle. No. Just doesn't suit. I want you back as a knight. The Blood Sword. It's fantastic. Grumbo, you were our ranger. Maybe you should be a Dark Knight, buddy. No appropriate weapons, never mind. Malone. Thief, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Black garb. Dark hood from a distant land. This is clearly ninja gear, right? Far through the game? There are a lot of optional dungeons in Final Fantasy III, so it's actually hard to say. But I'm on point 11 of this very short walkthrough's 18-point walkthrough. But it does say, do dungeon. Like, that's a whole point. That can take a bit of time. Good God, we need you as a white mage. It was a shame that when you change jobs, your MP is out. So we don't actually get any of that. Also, terrible Dark Knight. Let's keep you as a dragoon. You were kicking ass. Okay, cool. Let's go. Back to it. I'm sorry, Dead Man. We gave it was a fun idea. We did it for a bit of time, but it would not have lasted forever. Oh, wow, okay. Now the thief is dealing incredible amounts of damage. I think we just didn't have the appropriate weapon. Thank you, Corey. It's infinitely better than last week's. If you look through the VODs for Final Fantasy III, like, oh my god. It was hell. I explained on Monday night, but I'm happy to say again, I did what I should have done in the first place. I actually accepted the help people were offering me. Not just in a matter of pride, but also swallowing my instinct to pretend nothing is wrong and just... yeah. And then had assistance from the queerest people I know who were like, yeah, absolutely, we'll help you with this. And we got stoned. I sat there and was fed pizza by my lovely girlfriend, and had my hair dyed by someone who was much more entertaining in the conversation at the original hairdresser, and clearly much more skilled, and actually looked at what I was what I needed. Also of note was when hey, there you go, there the cover mechanic works. Trunt was wounded, and so Hubert jumped in to help Trunt. Also, Garfield can't. The names of our Warriors of Light are explicitly a reference to our playthrough of Final Fantasy I, where we chose the dumbest names possible. And now they've got a very close place in my heart. I love these silly little guys. Yeah, and so whenever I was asked a question about, like, okay, do you want this or this? I would just forfeit the question, and the like girlfriend helped, and she was happy to translate, well, not just translate, but say this, and provide an appropriate answer. And fuck, was that useful? Because if a professional hairdresser can mess up my hair that badly, again, for reference, see last Wednesday, perhaps it's me, right? Maybe I'm telling them the wrong thing. And so they're doing what they think is right, and then messing it up so bad that I, have a 3-day panic attack. Very funny, Corey. I don't know if you're allowed to mention, what drugs you're allowed to mention on the stream. It's probably something I should find out, huh? Anyway, I'm really glad. It meant I could turn up to work on Thursday, Friday last week, and, all of this week and feel comfortable with it. Sorry, turn up to work on Friday last week. And just feel comfortable. That's fantastic. Wow. Those random encounters just ruin us. I also did a quick search and learned where you can get more magic, and you can't go there until you beat up Goldor. So, Goldor, we're getting our goddamn ship back. And I don't strictly think it's me, because I am providing an image of like, hey, I would like it to look like this, and it did not look like that. So what do? But it was exceedingly helpful to have someone who cared about me, and me specifically, answer questions on my behalf. And so, what a surprise, ask for advocates when you can. Chocobo Woods. Lovely. Love the Chocobo sounds. Okay, so no random encounters on Chocobos. We could use this to get back, and we probably will. This will be the Bottomless Bog we were told about. So we can just walk across, because we got the correct boots. The game would have just, game overed you if you didn't have them. You get sucked into the bog, and you can't get sucked out of the bog. No being sucked off for you. You're terrible. And so... yeah, and Dina had to drive. Gold bear? Adorable. Yeah, it's cute. Anyway, it came around to pick us up afterwards, which was great, because, I don't know if it was perfectly timed, but by the time there was no more tasks to do, as in, I was washing out the excess dye, all of us were progressively way too high to successfully, handle any more complicated tasks, so it was a good thing that we didn't have to anymore. And, yeah. And so Emma happily... The door is locked. Your thief skills easily open the lock. Hell yeah. Oh. Wait a minute. Secret doors? Secret passageways? So one of my dudes with sunglasses on. Ha! No! Our beloved knight Hubert is... Hubert? Yeah, he's not only silenced, but he also has the darkness effect, which is designated by sunglasses. It's supposed to lower chance to hit, but I think I've noticed in the Pixel remasters, these versions of Final Fantasy 1 through 6, it seems to lower damage instead, which is interesting. But he just looks so cool. 1 over 1,000, good job. Emma happily picked me up and was like, "Hello, hi and mostly useless Jimbles. Let's chill out for a little bit and then take you home." So again, a really good Thursday on what was a very difficult week. Aside from streaming, I'd say that was some of the best things last week. Gold Warriors. Amazing. You do know you're mostly useless. Can we steal anything good from you? Like money? We need money. Alright. No. Stole a gold needle. Well, that makes sense. Shame it's not worth much. You're busy eating KFC. Is that percent miss? Alright, less stealing, more attacking. It's a good idea. The funny thing is, I ordered some very fancy, beautiful pizza. Mwah. The pizza that I was fed was like Italian sausage. Excellent. Very herbed, very delicious. The funny thing is, I was supposed to go to a sausage making course with Medina, but couldn't. Because it kept getting, like, cancelled. Okay, well that's clearly a way up, and as we know, we explore everything first. So I feel like reaching out and saying, hey, sausage making course, is this still available? Is this going to happen at some point? Because I would like to get practice making some sausages. Not just because they seem to make everything better. Jeez! Grumbo! Professional ass kicker. Damn. Okay, cool. So, since discussion of experiences looks to fall a grey area. Okay, well thank you, Corey. Acting as a very responsible mod there. So, I guess you're coming down to the promotion, I guess. Like, do not promote illegal activities. I'm like, well, it's not illegal here. So follow your own local laws, I guess. It's also a good example of anyone just tuning in. It's like, this is kind of what Jimbles is like. Part of this adventure through Final Fantasy 1 through 6, because we will at least get that far, is to examine how the series tropes and how it evolves over time. And one of the things we're looking at here is like a number of... Yes, exactly, Corey. Thank you. One of the things I want to point out here is a lot of the classes that start to form the backbone of Final Fantasy are introduced here in Final Fantasy 3, which is surprising, right? That's really early. While a number of the classes are available in Final Fantasy 1, and they make that clear. 1 damage because you're a toad. That's fair, can't blame you. I'm gonna de-toad you in just a moment, I swear. A lot of the classes become implicit instead of explicit. Like, not all the time will people be referenced as you are currently a white mage. You are not always a white mage. Sometimes you can just change it at will. They make them like you stay that class forever. Especially in Final Fantasy 4, which you'll see at some point, probably soon, because I don't think this is a very long game. Especially shorter ones I do some grinding. But even things like Geomancer, Dragoon, Thief becomes particularly common, but a large heaps of these jobs, like, aren't used right away, and they don't turn up again until like Final Fantasy V, where there's another job system, but they don't often make it quite as explicit that this. They don't reuse Geomancer or Evoker that quickly, or sometimes at all. Yeah, you're right, Emma. They do kind of look like earbuds. But they keep these jobs in their back pocket for the rest of the series, and some of them are referenced again, some of them aren't. And when the Final Fantasy XIV community is looking for a new job, like when an expansion is announced and we don't know all the details of that expansion, like what jobs will be released, a lot of people go back in the archive and take a look at what could be available. Well, what do we think is going to be the new ones? Because they rarely ever invent a new thing. Why would you? We haven't unlocked all of the jobs yet, and I'll take a look at the job menu again to show you everything that's supposed to be on offer. And there are a lot. Quite a lot. So much so that it seems like some of them are just strictly bad choices. There's no reason to take them. They're superseded. And sometimes that happens in Final Fantasy 15 as well. Like, you don't want to stay a warrior, don't want to stay a gladiator, you want to upgrade to paladin. That's going to happen. Take a look at this jobs menu, right? No, thief. Okay, so not only do we have a monk and a black belt, and they're apparently different things, but we even get the first, like, the Dark Knight here, who was an NPC, and then eventually a playable character, but didn't matter that much. In Final Fantasy II, here it'll have an ability of some sort. The same with the Evokers and the Geomancers and the Bards. Like, they come up again, but not constantly. And Under Night sure doesn't that often. When we will get another set of jobs, probably another 4 to fill out that bottom row. When we visit the Fire Crystal, I think is the last one. And so, it's interesting, and it will be very interesting to see where these things are taken in future. Like, eye drops. So I only got 2. I should have waited. Golden sword, 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 golden. What? Wyvern claws. Yeah, wyvern claws. So okay, do we get a new sword? Golden sword 11. Expensive, so made of pure gold? No wonder it doesn't deal that much damage. That's good. Very funny. Okay. 1 to 6. Yeah, sure am. So 2 is wildly different. 2 is not as enjoyable as 3. We finished 2 halfway through a streaming session, right? And it was obvious and distinct how much more I immediately started enjoying the game again when we switched from 2 to 3. And not just because, like, 3 is a more familiar mechanics, and it is, but there was a different feel. First, 2 has a story, and 1 doesn't, so that was a jump. But the story is pretty dark and dour at nearly all times. Walden's Laws. Oh, Gold Knight. Interesting. But the leveling system asks you to make a choice about the direction you're taking each character, and then doesn't punish you for diverting from that choice, but it makes it harder to change in mid-direction. If 3 here is exemplified with the flexibility and how we're changing our jobs for fun just because we can, 2 discourages you. It's also quite obvious that the fourth party member slot in Final Fantasy II switches out with a lot of NPCs over time. Several of them die, not all of them. Oh, it gets locked again every time, or maybe someone's following us. Near the end of the game, you pick up a NPC called Leon. You start the game with him too. He falls behind, and the leveling system finds it very difficult to bring him back up to speed. So it's actually quite difficult to bring him into the same level as the rest of the characters, and it just feels less enjoyable because of that. The learn by doing isn't, sure, excellent idea. It does need some tuning, but it does turn out well in later systems like the Saga, which is another JRPG series done by Square Enix, at the time Squaresoft, right? But in the first iteration, you can look at it and go, this has a good idea, but it's not being done in a way that feels enjoyable yet. I don't like to explicitly call back to authority as a reason to form your own opinions. Like, there are other... It's cool. Yeah, make Trump look cool. Trump doesn't hit for damage. But it is worth saying that Tim Rogers, who plays a lot of Final Fantasy, I mean, his first action button review was Final Fantasy VII Remake. God, I'm so excited for that to come out on PC. He lists his mainline Final Fantasy games in the order of his favorite, right? And he puts 2 last. And I agree with that 120%. Final Fantasy II is probably the worst mainline Final Fantasy series. Now that doesn't mean it's an explicitly bad game. It just doesn't feel like the rest. It's so wildly different. And in one, it feels like a translation of Dungeons and Dragons, specifically Second Ed. And that's fine. It should, because that's what it was. But Final Fantasy II feels like a different game entirely. It also doesn't... It feels like it's not even part of the same series. Some recurring themes and things start appearing for the series. But yes, as Corey says, it lacks the hope. Very often it feels like you try and do something and the Emperor beats you to it and you've lost. And then you try and recover until the very end where you beat him up. And even then, the re-release on the PSP is like, you didn't quite beat him anyway. You need to beat him in two separate ways. And like, I admire that they did something different with about a year's time. Oh, hey, Trugs! How you doing tonight? Trugs! You had practice tonight too. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we're here killing Goldor. You think I'm going to give up my crystal over my dead body? He's got to be gaudy. Come on. It's a house full of gold. Okay, so I don't have any specific strategy for dealing with this guy. I think we're just going to... Can we steal from him? Stole a high potion. Well, not nothing. But, sorry, Malone, you're going to have to do some stabbing. We missed with arrow? How dare you? Get him. Well, jump deals a decent amount of damage. We're just... Silence. Alright, yeah, good move. 1 damage. Okay, well, we don't... I was going to say we don't want to cast that again, and then we immediately did. Very funny. Thanks, Trooks. I'm glad you were there to help fix it, too. Alright, just bonk until we need to heal. Oh, and once you pick up the Blood Sword in Final Fantasy II, which deals percent damage to bosses, every boss fight becomes a joke. Yeah, Trunt's down. It felt bad that we weren't going to be able to heal Trunt, but honestly... I didn't have much choice there. Why are we not jumping? Because well, regular attack doesn't do that badly, and I want to be able to... Oh my god. Jeez. Hubert, do you mind? Maybe we can knock him out of it. And then we straight up need Trump back up. This is tense. Final Fantasy 1 at times, we got a lot of... We level up really fast. And I did some grinding. Oh, no you don't. Did some grinding and ended up in a really good state where we could, what I started calling just YOLOing our way through the game. Like all we were doing was auto-attacking or casting some spells occasionally and getting through the game that way. And while it was enjoyable to just YOLO our way through, it felt bad by the end of it that we weren't... I hate to say it, but it felt like we weren't playing properly, right? I think there was a more efficient or more effective or interesting way to do it. And if we felt that way in Final Fantasy 1, what the Grumbo, for God's sake. Okay, we got him. There we go. Take that, Goldor, and his stupid purple cape. If we felt that way in Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2 pigeonholed us in that direction. Everyone was auto-attacking all the time, because that's how I got through the early grinding sessions, and guess what? That was the best way, and when you do that in Final Fantasy 2, you're pigeonholed into that direction for the characters. That's all you can do. So by the end of the game, I was like, well shit man, we can't suddenly start getting good at spells. We have to auto-attack our way through. Luckily, the end boss is super easy. And now we're having trouble, like we are dying in combat, and I'm gonna, after this stream, do some grinding off screen, just for gold, but also for job levels, you know? Just so, yeah, I want the tension, because the tension is enjoyable, but also, we're playing through in a really relaxed way. If Pillars of Eternity is our high concept, dark storytelling sort of game, here we're just having a bit of time, we're chilling out. No! Not my crystal! I'll smash it before I hand it over! Ha ha! Ugh! The crystal broke into 1,000,000 pieces. Not the crystal? How could you? Now it will never be yours! Bloop! Goldo dropped the key to unlock the chains around the ship, but as soon as you grasped it, it disappeared. The curse is lifted! The airship can be flown once more! Huzzah! Our ship is unchained, but the crystal is gone. What do we do now? Oh, hey, comrade. Yeah, I mean, we're just stealing shit. That's the only reason we're here, right? You're not given those sort of... like, I don't think we'll make it out, so we're going to use an auto shroom to just teleport. You see through the hero act. Oh, well, we're only here anyway. Okay, well, good thing we can buy Phoenix Downs. Because apparently you can't in the original release. So let's just cast and get the fuck out of here. We can get a checker on the way back. You picked it up, Pillars of Eternity? Well, congrats. Congrats, Garfield. I hope you get a chance, like away from work or away from other responsibilities, whatever you do, to play it and take a look at the early parts of the game and then see what you think, because it is enjoyable. I certainly enjoy it. I think this is another Chocobo Forest. See, comrade, I would actually really like to, yep, just another Chocobo Woods. I would like to grab the 1,000,000 pieces of gold and just sell it, because I wasn't bullied into it. I did it for my own... Oh, wow, Chocobos can run across streams. I did not expect that. I did it for my own ridiculous, silly reasons. But I bought 6 different spears just for the hell of it. I probably shouldn't have. It was very funny, though. Yeah. I also recommended Kingmaker as well, Garfield. Now, by the time you finish Pillars of Eternity 1, Kingmaker is likely to be on sale again, so don't worry about that. Discount is no joke. Yeah, that's enough. So, about these gold swords. Again, I read online, you can just sell them, man. Never need them again. Enjoy your 27,000 gil. It's been fun? Hell yeah. Can only use 5 at one time. Okay, so 1 in each limb and then 1 in your mouth, right? That's where you're going with this? I don't think a butt spear is... Can't believe you just got me to say butt spear out loud. You should be very proud of yourself. Well, suck it, Mew, we're out of here. Oh, there we go. We got our airship back. Huzzah. I can't land here. Alright, well, fuck you. I love how this airship cannot land on land. No. Sorry, sucker. Well, where are we going? We straight up do not know. The game has said, oh no, we don't have the Earth Crystal anymore. So the game itself is signposting, alright, time to explore, my dude. You should just explore the world and see what you find. Because this is a new continent. Oh. Neat. I think the end... Yeah, the end game's there. Beyond those Again, and I'm reading off how it works in Final Fantasy XIV. Like several pillars with magical barriers in front of them? Yeah. When we first got into this continent, there were 3 places to go and that's it. And I think it's certainly interesting that now we've got this much. Can we land here? No. We have an island in the middle. Ooh, okay, let's go there. Excellent point, Corey. And like Duster, okay. I'm glad you joined us for Wednesday nights, Corey, because we shouldn't have to put ourselves into the more sad, more painful, dark games with the more serious tone if we don't want to. We shouldn't feel bad about having a choice and choosing for something that's a bit lighter. The Dal continent is south of this island, but good luck getting there. High winds blow away everything that gets too close. Even airships. I've heard many tales told. I've heard many tales told and songs sung of Serenia's high-speed airship. Greetings, fine travelers. Have you heard of the Dark Blade, forged in the Black of Night itself? Well, I'm on a quest to find it. Why, Geomancer can be very difficult to master, you know. But if you use nature's fickleness to your advantage, you can deal a lot of damage. Geomancers use nature itself as a weapon. They unleash magical attacks to move the terrain and pummel enemies. Yeah, we've had them not quite as good as Black Mage. What can I do for you? Bard clothes. That's probably for a Geomancer. Something getting stoned. Hey, Geomancer weapon! A bell that jingles with the sound monsters hate. Produces the finest notes. Attack. A bell that can confuse enemies. That's a harp, not a bell, but alright. A harp named for one of the gods. Loki. Bet that induces confusion. So, like, this is an opportunity to, say, start using your Bard class? Or Geomancer? Without weapons, it wasn't highly effective to do it. Ho there! Listen to this song of mine. Long ago there were men who sought power, but that life would the world soon devour. When the strength overflowed, nothing could make it slow, so the mortals on earth could but cower. But 4 heroes of darkness did come to banish the light that had strung the realm to its limit. Now the light is diminished, and to darkness the world will succumb. So that's the plot. That's the meta plot of Final Fantasy III. Oh yeah, listen to this song of mine. Slumbering shadow beneath the lake bides his time for the day he awakes, and the chains of darkness he shall break. Lord of the deep, Leviathan. So the meta plot to Final Fantasy III is essentially that, right? Once Flood of Light was about to happen, Warriors of Darkness turned up, beat back the Flood of Light, problem solved. But now it's a little unbalanced and we need Warriors of Light to turn up and beat up the Flood of Darkness. Boy, do they use that a lot in several Final Fantasies. That sort of theme that balance is more important or more valuable than an overflow in a particular element. All of Shadowbringers is that. Final Fantasy XIV latest expansion for 3 more days. It's all that, my dude. Hi there, listen to the song of mine. Odin was righteous and chivalrous knight, for fear of his awesome and terrible might, sealed it away in a castle so tight, lest his dark soul eclipse even the light. Ho there! Listen to this song of mine. Here is a song for an item or thing that into one's pocket fair fortune may bring. That one matches the tune that plays when you get something cool. That's why it plays in tunes. That's really cool. Hold on, listen to this song of mine. Choc, choco, chocobo, choc, choc. I can't match this one, but it's highly enjoyable. That's great. Good song you wrote, my dude. The critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV that's free to play until level 60 and includes the critically acclaimed expansion, Heavensward, with no found earthen drums, with no restrictions on playtime. Ho there! Listen to this song of mine. Lord Bahamut, greatest dragon of all, waits a warrior great or small. Should such a hero bring his fall, his power would be at their beck and call. I love how that turned into a forced meme. How it was advertising copy that seemed so weird and stilted that the fans just took it up as both a rallying cry to say, hey, this game is actually good, I am going to try and convince people to use it, to play it. But also, that sounds so weird. No human talks like that. The critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV? And so... it's just funny. Even if it's not particularly accurate. Earthen drums, causes an earthquake. Didn't like the game, just bought the game. No human that isn't a marketer. Yeah, but even I feel like marketeers often don't want to use that. Catableepus. Classic monster. That one, Greek, very Greek. I don't know any more about its history. Sport it. Did it grow in here? Yeah, that happens. Corey's got a point too. Like, this is the first game where there's summons as well. And we have an evoker. An evoker does summons. We can't summon with them. Like, it's just not an option. You burned yourself out and haven't finished Shadowbringers. Hey, dead man! Can I summon you by someone being burnt out and not finishing Shadowbringers? Or are you only summoned when someone mentions feet? And Corey is right, you know. Can't summon yet, but also, you haven't finished Shadowbringers yet. If you want to, and want to make the time, you can. It's not out of reach. Song seems to say you have to beat him up. Yeah, but where are they, man? Only well-lit feet for Comrade. Yeah, but where are their homes? Where are you, summons? Okay, well, let's fly because we can. I don't think there are any new things on the ground. I have been warned to not visit a place that looks like it's under, like, it has a fight going on. Yeah, don't go there. Alright, cool. I want to find a place to buy magic for someone's sake. I just want to grill. Only any fee for Jimbles. Yes, thank you, Deadman. Anyway, I summoned you because Garfield Card is also up to Shadowbringers and has not finished it yet. And I figured you could use some inspiration / being nagged into finishing it. Replito. Lovely. I said don't do it, so now I have to. Why isn't my summon spell working? Let me try again. Yeah! Amazing. Amazing. Oh no, not another chocobo. What are we doing wrong? Nothing. There was once a great and powerful mage named Noah who lived on the Dal continent. He is no longer with us. What was the point of that story? I like stories. Leviathan and Bahamut no longer inhabit these lands. Noah sealed them on the floating continent. Back to the floating continent then, huh? Maybe we can get some summons. It's okay, Deadman. I don't blame you for that. You can pause it. Oh! Summon. Summon the Chocobo, summon the Shiva, summon the Robbers. Alright. My dude. Corey, for you. We no longer need a thief. Now we're going to have an evoker. We don't have a summoner yet. Different classes. Alright, let's do it. Learn these magic spells. Oh, okay, well. Okay. Oh, because they're different levels. Yeah, alright, cool. Good. Fuck. Waka waka. Yeah, apparently mentioning feet will summon particular people in this chat. I like that. The great mage Noah could command magic that no one alive today could even hope. Who is Noah? Barrier shift doesn't work against summoning magic. Even if the enemy changes its weakness, that summon can still deal damage. Barrier shift? The one that appeared on the enemy I've already killed? Thanks. Very helpful. Oh well. One of the venerable Noah's disciples watches over the world of dreams. Rumor has it that this disciple slumbers in the southern fjords. I mean, if you have to slumber somewhere, the fjords are a good place for it. I want to bother that dude. Yes, got there. I am a Golgan. In ancient times, the power of light flooded the world. A cataclysmic event we call the Wrath of Light. Now the same thing is happening with the power of darkness. Something must be summoning it. What it is, though, I cannot say. All I know is that which once brought balance to the world has thrown it into chaos. If either light or dark were to envelop the other, neither would survive. Good night, Corey. Well, be back shortly. Be good till kiddos. The illustrious Noah was said to have such summoning power that he could call forth Leviathan and even Bahamut, the Dragon King himself. Interestingly enough, summoners can control strong monsters and evokers. That is vaguely interesting. Correct. Make enough jokes quickly enough. So, not to come directly for you there, but perhaps you have ADHD. Do you feel seen? Always keep your finger on the retract button just in case. You might, yeah. Everything seems to make sense now, huh? Why didn't anyone tell you? So about that. Oh, wow! You totally can if we bothered to rest beforehand. Ugh. Oh, dead man. I'm not even in defeat. Well, the Catapleave has successfully got Trunt stoned. Congratulations. Good thing we got the item to get rid of it. Tiny gold needle to unstone our friends. Let's take a nap, and then let's cast... Oh, I was going to cast a summon, and Corey has gone. So we may have to wait just a little bit. Dead man. Not into feet because they're the most boring fetish I can imagine. Like, who's into elbows either? I know. And I don't begrudge you the joke either. There's nothing wrong with it. The Helgaroo Mage. By God, you can't cast any of these. Just summon a Chocobo. Let's go. They can also... No, well... Chocobo kick? Question mark? No question mark about it. That was amazing. Good job. Children also weird in themselves, but feet are also weird. Yeah, We're too supportive to actually make fun of fetishes people do have, only stuff they don't have. Yeah, so we're not going over there because apparently you get shot down. We're exploring the rest of the place. What? Oh, you. I know where you live, dead man. Look at me. You'll be a dead man. What part of the human body isn't kind of weird? Lips. Lips are great. I stand by the design principles of lips. I think they're excellent. Especially knees are weird. A little bit. Okay, well, we found ourselves a strong winds. Knees are kind of weird. They're certainly not the weirdest part. Knees go wrong a lot, but that's because they're a moving part that, like, can bear all of our weight at a time. That's pretty special. Which lives? Emma. Helgaroo and a magician, but not a Helgaroo magician. Summon Shiva. Let's go. I don't know. It was supposed to be a vague threat. Kind of turned out. Well, I'm suddenly back on board with having an evoker on the team. Summon another chocobo. You do have more free time than me at the moment, that's true. Maybe I can get you to walk my dog. Well, I guess when you put it like that, Troogs, you're right. Summon a chocobo 22 times. Neat. Chocobo dash. Oh! So that escape well and truly is an escape. It will run from battle. Okay. The more you know. When it cast Chocobo Kick and I was pleased with it, I thought that would continue happening, but no. Oh, welcome back, Corey. We're going to summon Shiva. We'll get into a fight. I'll summon Shiva for you because it's working. The evoker is doing evoking things. Edges of the hole in your your party incited the fury of the ancient statues. Your party just fucking died. That's quite a lot of damage. Ancient statues be damned. Chocobo Kick. No, I wanted the escape. Well, these Death Needles sure are deathy. The party is defeated. I don't know if that's our last. Okay, cool. That's all I want to save. Jeez, maybe the first time we died too. Wow. Also noticed that formation's wrong. As an evoker, Malone should be at the back line. Lips hide the visible bones. I like lips though. They may be weird, but they're perfectly designed. They make me want to poke them. I want to push my lips against your lips. That's just fantastic. You seem to have gotten weird while you're away. Ah, Corey, my friend, this is just how it goes. Look at that Shiva. First summon in all Final Fantasy. Well, Shiva is it. This is the first time you can summon as a combat ability in Final Fantasy, and that happens all the time. It's a long-standing tradition now. Not perfectly. Some people find that they dry out too fast. But that's when you can push the lips against another wetter pair of lips. That's perfect design, isn't it? The channel on Twitch explicitly says that we are flirty and debaucherous. Smurg, do you think this is going to kill us? How bad is this going to be? Let's summon Hetra. Pull up Ifrit, let's go! Oh, they're hitting it not particularly hard, we may be okay. Hellfire. Just a casual 1,000 damage? Very cool. Malone. Let's go. Okay, well, we can't get anywhere here. You didn't see no age cake coming into the stream. You know, you should have. Is that an option? Because, wow, do I need that then, huh? Please ensure you are at least 18. Summon Titan, right? What can go wrong? It was a mature audience thing. Yeah, maybe... Can you verify your age elsewhere on Twitch? Stomp. Neat. Well, we've, like, been all over the world map now. We've essentially traveled everywhere we can get to. Let's go to the place I kept being told not to go. There's a chest in Repleto. Right, we're going to Repleto first. I like you enough to exchange plaque and germs. That is a kiss. Now, Deadman, I know you're not talking to me specifically, but I will admit that I got perhaps a little hopeful. Just a little at first. Ain't nothing wrong with that. These Ligers, dangerous. That was a hell of a heal from Ifrit of all people. We're gonna die, aren't we? Get the fuck out! Dead. Alright, cool. Whew. We've been told, quite explicitly, don't be here, you're going to die. Wow. Let's go. Fine, God. We'll leave, okay. There are several people I like enough to spread plaque with, right? We're gonna Repleto, we're gonna have a nap. I'll look for that item. I'm not gonna get shot down, because we definitely need to heal first. I'll have my germs talk to your germs and work something out. Triggs, that's great. Oh yes, I have people for this. They'll work it out. Don't worry. Sanctuary, please, let me rest. I know, Deadman. That's not a sin. I won't even joke. That's right. There's a chest and a something in here. I will find it. I don't even think it's worth joking about disapproving of people's monogamy. We all know the worst kind of poly person is the one who insists that everyone is poly just because they're horny. We've met those people at parties and they're horrible. I refuse to be one of them and I will call out those who are. This town has secrets and I must have them. Nope. You be horny and emotionally unattached. Well, bully to you! I can't. That's part of the problem. Part of my hilarious series of self-discoveries in 2021 is that I'm not the cool, dispassionate, casual sex person. I am, in fact, just easily attached to people. Secret, secret, secret! Did we just climb in through someone's chimney? Oh my god. Corey, you were 100% correct. Like, weirdly timed, but absolutely correct. Ow, ow, ow. Very well timed. Psst, I've heard there's an underwater treasure trove beneath a small triangular island. Okay, who are you? Why are you not perturbed that I broke into this very strangely shaped house? So there's 2 more items somewhere in this village. You're a complete wife guy. You simp for your wife. She's worth simping over, my friend. I'm secretly Santa and didn't know. The 4 Warriors of Light. Also, Santa. Okay, that was cool, right? Now we can see the hidden paths on the map. There are no more hidden paths in here, but there are 2 items somewhere in this town. Go on. Awesome. I'm glad you reassured me in that way, Corey. Thank you. The part of the problem is that I did believe that I was perfectly capable of that, and it influenced how I approached casual hookups. And working in a paradigm that doesn't actually suit who you are and what you want is bad. It leads to worse outcomes. Makes you less happy too. I don't want to talk. There we are. Found the Phoenix. Just a Phoenix down, but worth it. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And hurt in a different way. It also means that you're not prepared to move in the... It's not strictly unethical, but it means you're less likely to represent the type of thing you're after and what you're going to offer to someone. And that's not good, right? You can do better. And so... And very rarely is knowing yourself better a bad thing either. Like, yes, I am aware that I do this thing. Do I want to keep doing this thing? Yes, no. Unintentionally misleading, exactly. So there's a cave here, right? I bet this cave is where we'll find Leviathan, which would be great. We'll turn this Evoker into someone more useful. And yeah. It also is funny because they needed to have, my 2 beloved partners carefully explain to me that I was not acting the way I thought I was. And, very gently, very kindly reminded, dude, this is what you want. Ancient ruins. Oh, amazing. How tough can Leviathan be? It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. That save? 5 is from the beginning of the game. We're 45 minutes in. Alright, let's go. What are we going to do, huh? How bad is it going to... A sage? We are researching the artifacts... We are researching the artifacts excavated from the ancient ruins. Great big nerds. We sent a team deeper into the ruins, but an earthquake collapsed that adamantite wall. Now no one can get in or out. There's a cave and now we're at an impasse. Literally, we can't go any further. I wonder if we need a geomancer. Amazing sprite art. Please look at this gorgeous Pyrolus. That's incredible. 10 out of 10, perfect, no changes necessary. Make a huge bowl of batter, harvest the potato field, find me a giant lemon. Okay, see that didn't make any sense until the second part of your sentence, which of course is we got some fish and chips to fry. Thank you. Very odd. Ooh, that hit hard. Alright, we may be able to take this down. This place is probably still too difficult for us to be wandering around just yet. We may discover that soon anyway when we can't break through the wall. Yeah. Yeah, the spider little dude in the rowboat, I'll show you a little bit more. Healing light. This is good too. If it does healing, that's very odd. That healing is hard to come by. Oh, got him. Cool. That dragon hit hard too. If only we had tents and could, like, get our MP back between these fights. This would be a good grinding area. Adamantite blocks path. Yeah, nothing we can do there, I'm afraid. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the comrade. I think it's pretty funny. Oh, it's an eater! Wow! That is amazing pixel art. Look at that! I'm really impressed with those little bastards. Hell yeah! Oh no! Did you see that? They just smacked Malone down. Okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Wow! Oh shit. Grumbo, they didn't help! You just made more of them! Oh no. Well, we don't need to talk to the big nodes and then die. Turns out we don't need to go to the Seal Cave. It is a silly place. Well, we know the ancient ruins is there. Jeez. That's a good image. You are in a canoe. Can't go up waterfalls. You can auto-attack our way through the sea serpent. You did say the cave. You said specifically Leviathan is going to wreck us. But it wasn't even Leviathan. It was either his buddies or random encounters. Eaters, apparently, very dangerous. Great. Sea dragon. The eaters, very happy, very happily, without question, ate us. And weirdly enough, they also divided a couple times when we hit them with specific attacks. That's odd. Yeah, I mean, Garfield, there is a plus side. You get to see the more cool rowboat action. We don't hate that. I was saying lips weren't weird. I like lips. The eaters took the opportunities to have no lips. Which I think is odd. If you were involved in eating, you want to have lip action. In both colloquial and accurate terms. Alright, I retract my earlier statement. I like lips. No one said they didn't like lips. And Trugs is correct. No lips is more disturbing. But lips are great. Very underrated. Folds is also a much sexier word than we give it credit. Very sexy word, folds. If you're trying to do a bit, then try and avoid lips, because no one likes biting their lips. The webcam didn't freeze, so I was also doing a bit. Oh, shit, you're right. Biting other people's lips is completely different. Okay. Yeah, true. Like, I certainly don't recommend chowing down or chomping on something. Alright, you're still in the wrong position, Malone. I certainly don't recommend chowing down on someone's lips, but gentle nip, absolutely worth it, right? Une Shrine. Wonder what we're doing here. Huh. It's Una guards the world of dreams while she sleeps. She won't wake up, no matter how I try. Will she be stuck in dream world forever? Canoe. Oh. Well, we don't have the right items, so clearly we're here too early as well. I hope you're not all, like, traumatized by my highly realistic snoring. Needle Monkey! That's a hilarious name. It's funny, we got more magic, but we got summon magic, and you know what I wanted more? Extra cure spells, or like Aurora, would be useful. There goes the Needle Monkey. Too beautiful for this world. Good night. Hold on tight, Needle Monkey. Well, that's long-term spouse privileges there, Emma. You're allowed to know my snoring. Well, I well and truly think we've been everywhere we're allowed to go that doesn't kill us immediately. So, let's pick up this Chocobo Forest because apparently they're unique locations and that counts as the Wayfarer achievement. Okay. And then, let's get fucking shot down, baby. If I fucked up, we've got file safe 7. Let's go! Shit! We'll be fine, don't even worry. Don't even trip, my dude. Urgh! Castle Saronia. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of... And they just... Okay. They're just chilling? All on the losing side will be branded as traitors and executed. It's not fair. Fight for your honor and your lives. Why must we fight our brethren? It is pure madness. Why must we fight our brethren? It's pure madness. And they say the same things. Wow, that's really exemplifying the fact that they are exactly the same and this is a pointless war. I'd love to fight them all one after the other. That would be great. Okay. What makes you think outsiders can just waltz into the castle grounds? Get out! Order of the king, no one is allowed in or out of Saronia Castle. Alright. This is sad. This is so sad. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Well, here we are. Northwestern Saronia. Hey, an inn! There was once a tunnel that connected the dungeons of Castle Saronia to the bottom of the ocean. It's blocked off now, but maybe you can get in from the ocean floor. I mean, no. That is correct, troops. I maintained my earlier, this is so sad, can we get to 1,000 likes? Come on, Jimbles. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Anything new in the item shop? Not really. Okay, well, let's get out of here. God, what does Alexa do if you tell it to play the death screams of Bezos? It'd be highly worth it, I'd say. Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Nothing here. Okay. Well, it is sealed shut. Damn it, I wanted more magic. I've got a white mage that needs extra cool shit, damn it. Shoo! Go away! The library is closed! You're talking to a cat that's trying to read books. This is the Ceronian library. It's been closed for a while now. That sucks, man. Libraries are great. One of the few places in modern society where you aren't, in public, where you aren't expected to spend money. Only a dragoon can defeat the avian monster Garuda. That's what I heard. Oh, right. Okay. Good thing we got one. Good thing we've got 4 dragoons. Yes, you'll see. You can find information on anything at the Ceronian library. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Probably knock on me? Yeah, but, you know, what are they gonna do? Southwestern Ceronia. The king split his military forces in half and set the two against each other. It's madness. Trugs, this is sadder than normal. What the hell? The king refuses to hear counsel. If anyone dares to speak out, he puts them to death right then and there. Wow, I need to go beat up a king. Not for the first time. Ceronia is divided into 4 districts. Well, I guessed. All dragoons all jump all the time. My research mainly involves the study of chocobos. I've discovered how to call forth Fat Chocobo. Voila! Well, hey, Fat Chocobo. So, this is when you can only store specific amounts of items in your inventory, right? You needed a way to... Wow! Fantastic. Oh, they're all Gyal greens, aren't they? Yeah, wow. You needed a way to store equipment for however many jobs you wanted at once. And the cartridge for the original Nintendo didn't have enough space. So they created a secondary storage location for items, and that's Fat Chocobo. That's pretty cluey, I'd say. All the shops have been shuttered by royal decree. People can still get their hands on weapons. That shop's open at least. Well, no shields, though. Jeez. I can't believe my eyes. Minister Gilgametz's shadow looked like a giant bird, like the mythic Garuda. Well, we know what's going to happen there, right? The minister is, in fact, Garuda. Hell yeah. Luckily, no one's dead, so we didn't strictly need that, but we're okay. Oh, Ceronia. Lovely place. Ribbit, ribbit! Highly tempted to turn into a frog and see if the frogs say anything different, but I know they don't. I know they don't. I just want to. Oh, finally Prince Alice were here? Maybe things will be different. Do it, you coward. All I needed was one person to enable me to do the thing. So we're gonna do the thing. Hey, Trunt, turn us into frogs, baby! Nope! The only thing you can cast while a frog is the spell Toad. So you can de-toad yourself. Glad they thought that through. There was a young man who in tavern who was a dead ringer for the prince. He was in this tavern right here. How do you signpost that? Kill a load of this brat. He thinks he's the prince of the kingdom. What a laugh. Hey there, little prince. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Leave him alone. Oh, Liar Prince's buddies have shown up. Second, boys. This is going to be hilarious. Oh, they're gold knights. I killed several of you earlier. Hey, Titan, get him. Well, gold conducts thunder. Stomp. Well, it sure did stomp on that one. Come on, Titan, do something a little more dangerous. Bonk. Yeah, finished my beer. Lovely. Clobber. Alright, go. Pretty good. I love just being able to summon a buff man when I want. Ouch! Oof! Have mercy! I am Alice, son of King Gorn and the heir to the throne of Saronia. Thank you for coming to my aid. What on earth happened? What on earth has happened to Saronia? This is not easy to say, but my father has changed. He suddenly pitted our armed forces against one another. I tried to talk sense into him, but he could not be swayed. He sent me into exile. I realize you are but travelers to our land, but would you lend me your aid? I must return to the castle and reason with my father. Of course, your highness. Of course, your highness. I thank you. Alice has joined the party. Well, Alice, I'm glad you could join us. It's funny, we now have more temporary party members, but they're not strictly joining number 4, right? Alright, well, let's do it. Quick save. Done and done. My friends, I'm jumping back to chatting. I'm going to do some off-camera grinding, because, like, we need it, right? I'm sorry, comrade. Please enjoy my various accents and my bear shirt. Otherwise, it's 10 o'clock, so we're going to finish for the evening. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much for joining me. Especially good to see you again. Good to see you again, Garfield Carve. And I have friends Troogs and Corey as well. I hope you have a good night. I'm going to see if there's any friendly Professor Jimbles recommended people to join on, like, our raids. Jeez. Channel. This is why I should keep it open. I never do. Oh well. I do Monday and Wednesdays exactly like Garfield. You can see people like me and even some of our commenters on other days of the week. I recommend Full Security on Thursday nights. She does a beautiful art stream. And Deadman has been streaming on like Saturday during the day and a lot of times Sunday nights. And I think that's really good, highly recommended. Otherwise, it is definitely time to join Kobold Curios, another artist friend of mine who does some amazing commissions. I'll send people in their direction. So, good night everybody, and I'll see you again. Yeah, we're not part of an official network, but I work and know a lot of these people in person, and they're good people that I trust and say it's worth spending time in their channels, that's all. Otherwise, I'll see you again Monday night for more Pillars. Probably the last side quest episode of Pillars, and then we'll finish the game shortly. And that'll be good fun. Otherwise, we'll continue with Final Fantasy III on Wednesday nights. You can always catch me on Twitter or watch the VODs on YouTube. And thanks everyone for joining us on this lovely Wednesday night. Have a good week.